right, let's get right. Let's get 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 right. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Dealatofficial. And this is No Filters. Always appreciate you hitting that like button for me. Subscribing to the channel so you don't miss an episode and sharing this with the world. And of course, family, when you come in, get comfortable. Get you something to eat. Get you something to drink. Get you something to smoke if that's what you do. Cause you see the title, fam. Let's get into this here.
A massive new release of Jeffrey Epstein records is now public, and it includes hundreds of thousands of pages of documents and photos that offer a deeper look into the late financier's world. Friday marked the end of the 30-day deadline for the Justice Department to comply with a bipartisan law signed by President Trump requiring the release of all unclassified Epstein records, along with as much classified material as legally possible. Since the law took effect, federal judges have also approved the unsealing of grand jury transcripts tied to Epstein and his longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, who is currently serving a 20-year federal prison sentence. As the files began rolling out, access to the Justice Department's website was briefly disrupted, with users encountering error messages and queue rejections as interest surged. Among the most striking material in the release are photographs. Several images show Epstein enjoying backstage access at Rolling Stones concerts. Other photos capture him vacationing alongside powerful and famous figures, including former President Bill Clinton, Ghislaine Maxwell, and unidentified women whose faces are redacted. Clinton appears in multiple photos alongside actors Kevin Spacey and Chris Tucker. Some of the images show the group relaxing together, while one depicts a man receiving a massage from an unidentified woman. Another photo shows Clinton touring Winston Churchill's World War II war room in London, taken during the same period Epstein was traveling with influential associates. One image drawing renewed attention shows Epstein holding a framed check signed by Donald Trump for $22,500, dated 1997 and believed to have been taken at Mar-a-Lago. The woman pictured next to Epstein is redacted. A related image of the same check had been released previously, though attorneys connected to the woman involved have disputed claims tied to earlier descriptions of the photo. The files also include a number of personal and unusual images from Epstein's residences and travels. Photos show Epstein inspecting a cake shaped like a woman's breast, embracing friends during tropical vacations, and images from gatherings that include performers such as a drag queen dancing in red underwear and striped stockings. Inside Epstein's Manhattan townhouse, images reveal unusual decor, including multiple copies of the book Fire and Fury, a caricature of Epstein and Bill Clinton displayed above a toilet, a gorilla mask mounted in a bathroom, and a hanging figure above a staircase. Another undated photo shows Epstein dining with Clinton and Rolling Stones frontman Mick Jagger. In one image, Clinton and Jagger appear seated beside a woman whose face is blacked out. The release also includes a photo of Epstein with Michael Jackson, along with other images showing Jackson with Clinton and Diana Ross. Not all material is visible. One file in the release consists of 100 pages that are completely blacked out, reflecting extensive redactions that remain throughout the datasets. Additional images show Epstein on his private island, including photos of him wearing a military-style cap resembling one associated with Cuban leader Fidel Castro. The Justice Department has indicated that more Epstein-related material could be released in the coming days as the review process continues. For now, the latest disclosure offers a broad visual record of Epstein's associations, travels, and personal spaces, adding new detail to a case that continues to draw intense public scrutiny years after his death.
The Epstein files just dropped, and man, is there a lot of stuff. Hundreds and thousands of pages of redactions. A lot of it is redacted, but there actually is a lot that we're going to see for the first time, and we're barely going to scratch the surface. Things are going to come out as literally the minute goes on. It's only been a couple hours since this has been released. I personally didn't do any research. I just scrolled through big social media accounts on X that are reliable, and I've seen a lot of the same pictures. So we're going to go through some of the main ones. You're going to see a lot of pictures of Epstein and Michael Jackson, which is surprising to me because For the longest time, I thought Michael Jackson was innocent. Maybe he still is, but hey, guilty by association. This is him and Epstein. This is not the first picture you're going to see of him. You're going to see a picture of Epstein with his shirt off, a lot of redactions again. And right here is the legs of someone who is not of age. Oh man, this is eerie because his shirt's off and he looks a little too excited. I don't know what the hell is going on. Let's hope for the best. But I came across this, which, man, why is this even in the files? Why do they have this? Like, who are they teaching this to? Baby massage training instruction guide. What the hell? What the hell? Like, how sick are some of these people? I know they're not just doing it for their own babies, like, well, maybe, but it's for not the best reasons is what I'm trying to get at least. Some of the most controversial pictures are here. There's been a lot of conspiracies. I don't even know if it's conspiracy anymore. I believe it's been proven, but I guess here you go. It's a picture of an IDF sweatshirt, the Israeli Defense Forces. And this is a very clear picture and multiple different pictures. So I guess there was a reason this was taken. Maybe they wanted to get a message across. You can see here of him wearing it in a private jet. I'm not sure who that is. You can comment down below who that is. But the Israeli conspiracies of Jeffrey Epstein, I mean, he's wearing the IDF sweatshirt proudly here. So it is what it is, I guess. You may as well call this the Bill Clinton files because I can't even count how many pictures of Bill Clinton I've seen. Here's the infamous picture of him on the wall of Epstein's island. We've seen this picture before. But as you go on, they start to get a little, you guys can see that. It starts to get just darker. Here's him in the jacuzzi at the estate. Redacted person here, probably a victim. I'm guessing that's what most of the redactions are, either victims or people that are, you know, of power and they don't want their identity released, maybe. I can't imagine who else the redactions would be. Michael Jackson, who saw this one. You can see him and Bill Clinton. Looks like they're at a party here. Here is Epstein's private jet. You can see Michael Jackson and other high-profile names and a bunch of redactions. Bill Clinton in a private jet, two people in the back, and redacted woman. Man, what was going on here? Here's a document. I guess we'll read through some of the notes. Friends of Friends, big Brazilian group, Dominican, darker-skinned, looks Amazonian, brought toward end, desperate time, maybe 1 to 2 years older, not sure. Desperate time, running out of girls, friends with BF's friends. J.E., is that A-J-E or J-T? Maybe for Jeffrey Epstein, did not want Spanish or dark girl. That's interesting. Going, wait in room, doesn't know if took her up or not. Brought her up when came down because was not happy with her. Says, I don't know what happened. What doing? Why bringing me dark girl? Okay, so bringing young girl. Yeah, but not dark. Okay, so it looks like they're writing notes of what he wants. Didn't want Spanish or dark girl, not dark girl. So it's clear here. He had a classification of the girls. Oh boy, we're getting some weird stuff down here. Told her he just wasn't into her. Doesn't remember if he paid because wasn't happy. Wow, this is weird. Oh boy. Okay, this is weird. I don't know what you can put on YouTube or not, to be honest with you, so didn't read it out loud. At one point, witnessed him asking ID. Wanted to make sure under 18. Yo. Wow. Okay. So he had a criteria. It looks like they're scouting girls, and these are the notes. So didn't want Spanish or dark girls. Wanted young girls, and they checked their ID to make sure they were under 18 years old. That is insane. So I guess he'll never beat the allegations. This is just an example of how much we're not actually seeing. There's just thousands and thousands of redactions. You can see here just so much redacted. Epstein files, photo of drag queen performer among evidence released, red underwear, candy strip stockings, full drag, updated photo from the evidence vault, no name, no context. We're not going to show that just for obvious reasons. I don't think anyone wants to see that either. We can watch this video someone put together of all the photos, or some of the most controversial ones. Yeah, these may as well be called the Bill Clinton files. Epstein looking a little zesty here, huh? Look at that pose in the little dress. This guy is a freak. Yep, we saw this. Huh. What is that, some meditation, or who knows what's good with him, what his intentions are. Here's Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Clinton, this guy is everywhere. Actually crazy. Clinton again. Clinton again. Clinton again. Clinton again. Chris Tucker. We saw that one. Saw that. Dude, is this a joke? This guy lived on the island or what? Mick Jagger, I think. Yeah, dude, oh my God. Alright. Whatever. I guess that's the drag performer we were talking about earlier. This guy's too happy. Oh. I forgot who that was. That's the Epstein Island. Interesting. There's just so many documents that take so much to read through. This victim, who was 14 at the time of the incident, observed Epstein have sexual intercourse with blank, who was 17 at the time. Epstein later indicated to this victim that blank was in blank and had started a family of her own. This is not really a formal video. I'm just kind of looking at all these things raw through X. I could have took the time to make a more high quality video and see things for myself and dig through, but I'll probably do that eventually once things are out in the public. You can see all the accounts here I'm getting this stuff from, so you can take a look yourself. Let me know what you guys think. This video is probably gonna get an 18+ restriction on it. Honestly, I don't even blame them, so wild stuff.
Donald Trump is a pedo, and his best friend was a pedo. Let's be plain, simple, blunt, and honest about it. That is what we have known this whole time, and the cover-up of that information, it just makes it all the more clear. And it makes it clear that Donald Trump understands how damaging it will be for his term, and it is. That moment has come right now. Because when you hire stupid people, because you know you can take advantage of and maneuver them, you get stupid people results. And that is what has come from Pam Bondi's illegal and bungled release of the Epstein files, with Donald Trump selling girls to Epstein now being revealed. We are going to get into it all, but before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button, because it goes a long way in supporting our work. Now, before we get into that leak that Pam Bondi accidentally let loose, a horrible implication of Donald Trump and a disgusting crime, I want to start with Ari Melber's breakdown of all that we've learned tonight. It's important context that we got to begin with.
So if you were someone saying tonight, did we get nothing? The answer is no. We, the American public, journalists, lawyers, those interested in this story, got new information. And if you're asking, did we get everything? No. As Nicole and I discussed, we're a long way from that. The DOJ is not being transparent. And so I'm going to show you what I mentioned. How they started the day was not, hey, we're really trying, or the way they worded it in this letter, which I'll get into, which on paper sounds good, like, hey, we're doing as much as we can, but they did something quite different to start the day. The very controversial former defense lawyer for Donald Trump, now the #2 official at DOJ, went out on Fox and said they're not releasing all the files today.
I expect that we're going to release several 100,000 documents today, and those documents will come in all different forms, photographs and other materials. And so I expect that we're going to release more documents over the next couple of weeks. So today, several 100,000, and then over the next couple weeks, I expect several 100,000 more.
The law says what it says. President Trump signed it, and of all the agencies in government, the Justice Department knows a lot about complying with the law. Remember, Mr. Blanche, Pam Bondi, and their deputies and prosecutors, they go after people all the time for not complying with the law. If you have an IRS deadline, you don't get to say, oh, I'm giving you some now and some later, maybe a couple 100,000 later. This goes to the question of whether this Trump administration is honest, complies with the law, or is dishonest and has a different elite standard for itself than everyone else. Here's how Blanche put it to Congress. Because of the volume of the material and the requirements that every page of every doc be reviewed for potential redactions, final stages of review of some material continue. They talked about that ongoing review being completed over the next 2 weeks. And that's what I mean about the contrast. As a letter, the reason that's written that way and that carefully, and we have it right here, is they are prepared to be taken to court. And they want to be able to try to argue to judges that they are really doing this.
Crazy work.
So in writing and to Congress and in the legal documents, this DOJ is acting like the Epstein Transparency Act is good law. They're not defying it. And they are, I think, I'm telling you our reporting, trying to set themselves up to be able to defend this if they are taken to court. At the same time, on Fox and elsewhere, they have a little more bluster sounding like they'll decide when and how material comes out. And I mentioned Congressman Ro Khanna, who led this fight on a bipartisan basis, a Democrat who recruited Republicans and then won that clash with the president himself. Here's how he's reacting.
Some of the documents, I've just been scanning them, have very heavy redactions. This including documents for which judges ordered release, like the grand jury testimony in New York. They owe the Congress and the American public an explanation for every redaction. That I didn't see published on the DOJ page, but the law is very clear that any redaction has to be justified in writing.
Everything that we thought was coming is, and it really has disturbed me to my core. That all of our predictions, every time we were told to settle down, we were being too conspiratorial.
Hey man, that's different, Tom, because people don't really know. First off, hit that like button, double tap that screen right quick. Become a member right now, subscribe, you hear me? You need to know you in here with your boy Dilla T. Some of y'all be knowing, but you don't really know what's going on here with your boy Dilla T. And my fam, and this is No Filters. Don't never forget this Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. It's a real thing. My dog Tone. Truly good to see you, my G. Truly sorry for your loss, fam. I think it's so different when people don't really understand, like when you talk about like your parent passing, it's so different. Even like your brother and your sister, it ain't the same, fam. For real, because people don't be really knowing what's going on in your life, or your parents' life, or your family's life at all. And man, it's something about your mama, your daddy passing, man. That's why I want you to know, fam, is love here, definitely sending condolences and support, because it ain't the same. And I've lost a brother and a sister. It ain't the same. But it hit so different, fam. And that's why I really want you to know. I had to stop this for a minute, because I really want you to know, for real, fam, I understand, and it's love. and sending light your way. You hear me? Sending peace, light, and truly praying you all strength, you and your family, man, because it's a difficult place to be in when it comes to your parents. But I'm glad you is. And that's what we keep it in there. Hit that like button. Glad to see you, man. That's what we do. Let's go.
Well, in fact, we should have been ramping it up. And my thing that I continue to come back to before we get into what was leaked, accidentally shared by Pam Bondi, is that if we're seeing this info, if we're seeing Donald Trump, the photos with young girls, description of his disgusting behavior towards them, his own wife at the time warning a mother of not allowing Donald Trump to be around her 14-year-old daughter, then what's coming and what's still covered up? If we've already seen all this disgusting behavior, all these photos, all these crimes, this close relationship with Epstein, what's being covered up? Two things in mind for me, Trump obviously being a pedo, and the second, Epstein's death, a very mysterious death, a death that the camera went out. Pam Bondi doesn't want to talk about it. Of course she doesn't, because it would mean looking further into photos like this, and reporting came out tonight. Two particularly disturbing pieces of evidence were revealed tonight. The first from Midas Touch. From the Epstein files, Jeffrey Epstein is photographed holding a large check bearing Donald Trump's signature with his arm around an unidentified female. The check appears to be the same one shown in Epstein's birthday book, where a longtime Mar-a-Lago member joked about Epstein selling a fully depreciated woman to Trump for $22,500. This other piece of evidence also illustrates Donald Trump's disgusting behavior towards children. Within reading, during one of Doe's encounters with Epstein, he took her to Mar-a-Lago where he introduced her to its owner, Donald J. Trump. Introducing 14-year-old Doe to Donald J. Trump, Epstein elbowed Trump playfully, asking him, referring to Doe, "This is a good one, right?" Trump smiled and nodded in agreement. They both chuckled and Doe felt uncomfortable, but at the time was too young to understand why. Truly despicable, truly disgusting. Epstein selling girls to Donald Trump, showing off him being a groomer at Mar-a-Lago. And we're supposed to believe that Donald Trump just at some point while he was engaging with all of this, one day woke up and realized that Epstein was a creep. He always knew. It was a business dispute that saw the end of their friendship, which honestly still continued. It never really ended. Because that's how Donald Trump wrote about him and Epstein, enigmas, right? That they're just always together. Right? Never age. That's what they said. So if that has already come out, and if there is more that is being hidden, how gross can it get? How criminal can it get? How disgusting can it be? Those are the questions that we have to wrestle with. And those are the questions that Robert Garcia is demanding answers to. I want to hear what he had to say tonight. I think it's incredibly important. Let's take a look.
Let me start by saying that the Trump administration and the DOJ right now are defying Congress and breaking the law. Clearly, they had till today, they had till midnight still to do the right thing and release all the files. They have not done that. And they presented them in a way, by the way, where they're not very searchable to the American public. There's huge redactions, which we are not explained. And we know that many of the documents, and we think it could be as close to half of the documents, have already been released to the public. So what you have in there is you have former court documents, you have 33,000 pages that were already sent to the Oversight Committee as part of our subpoena. You have video footage from the prison, and you have testimony from Ghislaine Maxwell. All of that paper and documents, the public has already seen. They're in the public record. And then the new materials that are in there are certainly many photographs. And on top of the photographs, you have these new documents that are highly redacted. And so we have right now little new information. Now we're still reviewing, we have our entire oversight team reviewing everything. But I've been on the phone today with ranking member Jamie Raskin, and certainly one of the best constitutional lawyers in the country. And our teams are working right now to put together a strategy to ensure that there is a legal strategy here. We have to push back. They are in right now, they are defying the Congress and the law. And we've got to ensure, one, that all the documents get released, and two, that these redactions are actually following the law and what we're actually looking for, which is not eliminating our ability to get transparency and justice for the survivors.
Congressman, let me just sort of dig a little bit on Simone's point because I think it's an important one. And that hinges on okay, you knew this, not you personally, but the Congress. We here at this table, Americans across the country knew what's playing out right now was actually going to play out. We knew this a week ago. We knew this the day that this was signed into law, that this administration was going to find every way possible not to comply. So there has been a run-up to this moment, and over the next 5 hours, what may or may not still come but from this administration, that some response has to be planned, has to be thought through by the Congress, Congressman Massey, yourself and others, Congressman Khanna, all those pieces that have had their fingers in this and trying to move this thing to the public. There has to be a response other than what? We're going to wait and see if they comply, because we know they're not.
There will definitely be a response. And look, besides obviously Jamie Raskin, I've also talked to Ro Khanna as well, who's doing a fantastic job. Look, all of us are talking. We have been planning and waiting for this moment for a long time. And I think we have, of course, midnight will be approaching here in a few hours. Our teams are reviewing the documents. They're going to be reviewing documents all throughout the days ahead. And so we are absolutely actively working on a response. And it's not just the Congress. I can guarantee you that right now there are outside organizations and groups that are doing the same thing in reviewing these documents and preparing a response. And so there is no scenario where we're going to allow Pam Bondi, the DOJ, and Donald Trump to continue this cover-up. They are defying the Congress right now. And I would hope that Mike Johnson, who is supposed to be leading the entire body, would actually say something and back us up for once and demand transparency and justice for the survivors.
Imagine that. Congressman, I want to read to you what Todd Blanche wrote in his letter to Congress, give you an opportunity to respond. He writes, because of the volume of the material and the requirement that every page of every document be reviewed for potential redactions under the Act, final stages of review of some material continue. I anticipate this ongoing review being completed over the next 2 weeks. The volume of materials to be reviewed
Well, shut up. Just over here talking about what you expect. Nobody care about none of that. You know, that's the DOJ director dude over there talking about the files will be released. Don't worry about this, that, and the other. I'll tell you what they is worried about.
The Justice Department released another batch of files connected to the Jeffrey Epstein case.
Okay, another batch. Here we go. This is a big batch here. Just to say this real quick.
I'm gonna make a website where all.
If you was stupid and didn't think we was ever gonna get to these files, you must have been out your mind. Cause I know some of y'all thought we wasn't gonna ever get to these files. Let's just be real, fam. Who thought we wasn't gonna get to the files? Be real. Now go ahead. If you thought we wasn't gonna get to the files, just press 1. Go ahead. Stop. Just be real with yourself. Don't lie to me. Lie to yourself. If you thought we wasn't gonna get to the files, press 1, fam. If you never thought it was gonna come out, be real with yourself. If you never thought they were gonna come out, I mean, I know it was a lot of foolery, but just be real. Like, you didn't really think the files was gonna really come out. Come on, man, be real. Like the files. I don't even care if they redacted, enacted, acted, reacted, macted, tracted, facted, smacked it, whatever actions. It don't even matter. If you really thought the files were coming out, just press 1. And be real if you did. Okay. Now, for those that stood down and stayed down, like to lay down, I get it, partner. Because to be real, what they releasing is just satisfaction. You know that. This is basically satisfaction. I mean, it's like, we gonna release it, but it ain't gonna say nothing. You know, it's gonna say, oh, okay, well, this is what the island looked like, this is what the house looked like. You know, this was that room and that room. So it still leaves you the thoughts about, okay, well, was they over there in that room doing this and that they didn't have no business doing? Or was they over here with this? And then on top of that, you see how much black is in these files? Massive, massive black. And then it's funny too, because think about it, man. Think about it. This is how these people get down. They can straight do it, break the law in your face, and then show you how they broke the law, and all they do is just black it out. Just smear it out. So you telling me that, no, we gonna touch base right now. You telling me that two grown humans can stand on the side of somebody that's this height. This height. Two grown adults. And then this is where they stupid at, dummies. They are literally only taking out the head. You dumbass. You still got a neck. You still got trapped, and you still got shoulder day. Some of them girls was doing shoulder day in the gym. So while you boxing out their face, dummy, we still see their shoulders. That's still a girl's, that's still a female's collarbone. And about a look of it, the height, you got Bill Clinton and you got Epstein right here. And the height, they over here holding her, she this tall. Don't tell me you got women this tall up in there, built shoulders like they grown. And for some reason, you got Clinton, Jackson, Diana Ross, and another white pair of shoulders. See, that's what I'm saying, fam. Use your eyes, use your brain. Let's get right. We reading in between the lines. Listen to me. You can see white shoulders. It don't even matter. Every box, black box face got right shoulders. What are we doing? Every box face got white shoulders. What? And then in a paragraph, they take a little box, they put it over a little word. All it takes is that word, that one little word to put together that whole paragraph so you can know how bad, disgusting, and PDF spags up in here. So again, it ain't even about the black box. Just look at the shoulders, fam. Look at the shoulders. Oh man, we gonna cook Chris Tucker. Oh man, what you doing over there? Hit that like button, double tap that screen, subscribe right now. Become a member today. It's easy, it's free. We cooking.
4,000 Epstein photos dropped are being filtered by their name. This is using AI, so hopefully it's pretty accurate. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who a lot of these people are, but we're gonna go through them.
Shout out to Tone, the $5 donation in the super chat.
Jeffrey
That's love,
Epstein
fam. You know what
and
it
Ghislaine
is.
Maxwell just have so many pictures. There's a lot of Bill Clinton too. They may as well call this the Clinton files, but let's start with Billy. We're gonna go through all these pictures. I'll try not to commentate too much because there's a lot here. Holy, I'm guessing this is from Epstein's estate. There's Donnie, Bill. Oh, there's the infamous painting of Bill Clinton in heels. There it is. So this was real. This was actually in the Epstein's Island. What freaks? What freaks? They wanted to see this guy in heels and a dress. And Bill Clinton was always here, so he probably loved it. Just imagine. Sickos. Wow, they got all kinds of details on this. Okay, here we go. Starting to warm up here. We got Billy here doing his thing in a hot tub with Redacted, and looks like a lot of people are getting down here. Man was relaxing. Here's him and Epstein. Looks like they're at some type of function. I don't know who that is. Oh, here we go. Look at the WAI, Ronald Burkle. You guys know who that is? I don't. American businessman. He's the co-founder, managing partner of the Ukaipa Companies LLC. So just a rich guy. Little vacay with Clinton and Redacted. Kevin Spacey, Bill Clinton. More of that. More of that. This guy, why is he so happy every time? Freaks, man. Okay, Bill in the PJ with Redacted.
Look at the white
Some
shoulders.
fellas in the back.
Some white arms with some white hair.
Oh, hey pilots. Oh no. Oh no.
Look at some more white shoulders.
Call me crazy. I still think
That's a
Michael
white
Jackson's
neck.
innocent.
That's all white neck.
Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Bill Clinton, the PJ with redacted, redacted, redacted. Everything is redacted. Mick Jagger. Little Mick Jagger. Okay, there's the Bill Clinton files. Next, Walter Cronkite. I've heard of this name, but don't make fun of me. I don't know who that is. American broadcaster. Okay, Walter is an American broadcast journalist who served as an anchorman for CBS Evening News. Okay, that's why I don't know him. He's just old broadcaster. The most trusted man in America. Oh, yeah. All right, boss. Yeah, the boys enjoying some shots or some tea and wine and some crumpets. Walter, man. Too old for this shit, man. There's not much here. It just looks like they're chilling, but still guilty by association. Chris Tucker. Y'all know who Chris Tucker is. Damn. Chris Tucker and Ghislaine, they about to get down on the PJ. All right, there's your Chris Tucker photos. William Daniel Hillis. There's only one picture. Oh, maybe this is a bug with the AI, I don't know. Oh, redacted. redacted. Henry Jarecki? Holy, who is this guy? What's his name? Henry Jarecki. German-born academic, entrepreneur, producer, and philanthropist, 92 years old. Goddamn. People are sleeping in my house. This is why I'm whispering. Okay, this guy is just weird. I don't know, just weird. Ted White. Billionaire. Co-founder of Gateway. Okay, boss. Billionaires hanging out with billionaires getting into some trouble. Nice shades. Disgusting. Mick Jagger. Damn, we saw these. Dinner table, Mick Jagger. Boy Billy there too. Redacted. Looks like they're about to get down. John Brockman. Which one's John Brockman? This guy maybe. John Brockman. Who are you? John Brockman. Scientific literature. Nice. Cares. Weirdo. Alright. Benoit Mandelbrot. Benoit Mandelbrot. Polish French math. They're just weird people that go to this island. Have you noticed that? They're just like smart, rich people. As we know. For what we know. 90% redacted. So they showed it the 10% that no one really cares about. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Just weird. Like random people. No one, I don't, comment if you actually have heard of any of these people. Joseph Ladau. I don't, like, let's not waste time, but I still want to know who that is. Neuroscientist. Like, just the weirdest people.
What?
Duchess of New York. Okay. Okay. Whatever. Why? Huh? Just imagine if 90% is redacted. What the hell else is going on? David Copperfield, holy. In the Roman everything. I have not seen this.
What?
Nah, this guy has been exposed. I gotta take a picture of this so we can revisit this one later. Oh God. Oh God. Yo, David, you're a bad man. That's haram, man. That is haram. Kevin Spacey. Yeah, whatever. These guys pulling up to the island. Freeman Dyson. A lot of really old people. I mean, you know, maybe they're there for entertainment because Freeman Dyson. Another mathematician, astrophysics, whatever. Who are these people? Why are you here? Money talks. These people are rich. Money is power. These are powerful people. Oh, Wexner. Yeah. I'm sure you guys know who that is. Robert Trivers. We saw these pictures. Richard Branson. Damn. It's embarrassing, honestly. Oops. Okay. Michael Jackson. See, there is another picture of Michael Jackson. This AI thing's not totally accurate, so if you guys go on this website by yourself, I mean, this literally came out today as I'm making this video, so obviously it's not going to be the most accurate with the AI, and I'm sure there's a lot more pictures we're not going to be seeing, but like, come on. Who has the time to go through every single thing? Shout out AI. It's good for things like this. But it could also protect. And above, yeah. Pretty sure this guy is like big deal. Politician of some sorts. Yeah, Puerto Rican politician, lawyer, governor, Puerto Rico, 2005-2009. Going on a nice excursion with his boy Epstein. You've been exposed. Okay. Peter Mandelson. No way. It was his birthday party. Peter Mandelson. Member of the House of Lords. British politician and lobbyist, diplomat. You've been exposed. Christian Jones, redacted. Why? Huh? Oh, I'm not done asking questions. Walter Jones? What?
Yeah, because why would that be redacted?
Yoga girls? Nudes? Huh? Redacted. What the fudge? Huh? Oh, why? Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy redacted. Well, what are we looking at here? Singapore? My god, how many pictures are there? Why was there so many pictures? Do they have to take pictures of everything? Well, they have to blackmail, I guess. Whatever. That's wild, though. Holy. See, you don't know what's going on here.
See, that's how you know blackmail was involved. That man took pictures
Martin
of
Nowak. Little ping pong.
Why would he be taking pictures with...
Hopefully you guys don't get annoyed of me. Another mathematician, huh? Okay. Sunni prevent. I'm gonna scan through a bunch of these now. It's kind of getting boring. Albert Einstein. Oh God, come on. AI is funny actually for picking that up.
And see, that's why I got
Albert has been exposed.
And see, this
these are
and this where it's stupid at right here. Hit that like button, double tap that screen right now. Hit that subscribe, put that notification bell on all. You doing the same nasty. You inviting the whole powers that be all across the nation to come to your island. That's blackmail, man. Cause why is you taking pictures of you and these people, high profile people, on your island? You taking pictures of all of that just for people to know, hey, that's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. And he on the island over there sitting with sitting there with Channel 9. You feel me? He's sitting there, He's sitting there with Sesame Street. Your favorite rapper's favorite government, yeah, sitting there with Sesame Street, yeah, over there on the other side of the island. That's what that is. So, you know, I'm just saying, like, what? You blackmailing these people and you doing the same thing. And in my mind, I'm like, well, what are you getting at with doing what you're doing? I'm trying to understand that. Because if Epstein is gone, I mean, what's the pictures gonna do? If Epstein is gone, what the pictures gonna do? And Trump, you ain't seen Trump nowhere in the pictures. Oh my goodness. Hit that like button, double tap that screen right now.
Pictures, portraits. Ronald Durple. Let's see who that was. Okay. Dean Kamen. Awfully close. Another engineer, inventor, rich. Andres. This is me doing my research, so I thought I'd make a YouTube out of it. I'm learning here. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm learning now that when we press these things, there might be more. Okay, oh, so I should scroll down every time there's a redacted because there's the guys down here. This guy, who is this guy? What's his name? Gerald Edelman. American, oh, it doesn't look like him. AI's not doing AI things, I guess. All right, almost done with the singular. Umar, whatever. Demetrius. Oh boy. Excuse me. Well, these are old pictures. Okay. Diana Ross. Oh, is that that's going to be the Michael Jackson photo? Arnie Glimcher. I don't think we care about Arnie. Solar. Oh, that was that Solar guy. Brett. Whoa. Hey, yo. Film director and producer. Directed the Rush Hour film series. Is that him? Are we looking at the same guy? Yeah, that's him. Oh, boys. Boys were having fun. All right, well, whenever you watch the Rush Hour, you now know the director.
You better shut it up in here and smack yourself. You better smack skin off every face in the room right now. What? You telling me this how men is hugging? See, these is boys, Damon. Boys. You see how they hugging? Look at that. What is wrong with them?
Oh, boys.
Look, wait a minute. First of all, man ain't got on no shirt. This man sitting down hugging him and he holding on to the stomach. He got him in the waist and in his place. And in his face. He got him in the waist and in his place and in his face. And they both sitting there smiling like it ain't nothing. Oh, it's been foul play here. And that ain't even foul. That's just ridiculously off the chain. But yet, that's what they doing on the island. Oh my God! Hit the like button, double tap screen. Let's go. What?
Boys, we're having fun. All right. Well, whenever you watch The Rush Hour, you now know the director was on Epstein Island. Sam Tannenhoff talking to the old geezers. Prince Andrew. Oh, there's a lot of. Whoa. Well, there's already a lot of Prince Andrew. We don't gotta worry about him. Walt. It's a book. Emily Dickinson. And William Yeats. All right. Should we go through the Jeffrey Epstein one? Yeah. You guys can skip through it if you want. Maybe I'll go really quick. Let's go really quick. We'll speed run through it. Whoa, 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 whoa. My God. I'm gonna speed run. Redacted, all redacted kids, bro. What's wrong with you? How young is this person? Dude. Just a bunch of girls. Oh no. That's a small ear. His safe of evil. See, they love it. They love that. Why would he take a picture of that? Why would he have that in his house? They like that. They're freaks.
Who is that? And who is that? Oh no.
What's he holding? Pianist. My ass. We see a lot of things we've seen before. That's why we got a speed run. Someone's got to comment down below why they keep wearing that. Speed run. Bro was obsessed with himself. Duck lips, crazy work. Early signs. Yo! Is that what I think it is? What a freak. Yes, one cake in the shape of body parts, please. Hope that's the frosting. If you ever, you can look here too, it'll tell you who's in here. Weird Masonic checkerboard. Usually, you know, I'm a conspiracy theorist first. If you watch my old videos, when I see a checkerboard, it lights me up a little bit, but especially with people like this, billionaires, they don't do that just because they like the way it looks. There's meaning with everything. Ping pong. That was the Annabelle guy. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna see a lot of the photos we saw before. I should have started with this, actually. That's my fault. Yeah. Oh, maybe I messed up a little bit. Apologies. That's why we're speedrunning. Oh, here's his island, actually, because that's the... I'm pretty sure, because it's all striped. What are they eating? Why are you looking at her like that, fo? Oh God, no. This is the picture. Look at those feet, bro. Look at those feet, bro. That's so sad. Ugh. This tattoo. Damn, why are you smiling? Why are you so happy, bro? Come on. There's children with this guy, man. Look, they love acting like little children. Weird, bro. I'm getting sick of looking at this guy, to be honest with you. Gay, gay, gay. Oops. What are we watching right now? Yo! Put your shirt back on, girl.
Wow.
What is this? His stats? 6 foot tall, 165. At the gym, bro. No one cares. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. Whoa.
Wow.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm over this. Bro, when I see the younger people, my heart just stops. Like my stomach sinks a little bit. It's disgusting, bro.
Cause something ain't right with
What the hell?
Look at these.
These things are getting weird now.
You got them white shoulders, them white legs. We know you was still doing what you was doing, Jeffrey.
PB girls. Whoa, whoa. LSJ. Self-building suite. So there is DVDs. There is DVDs. I saw a picture. I don't know if we're gonna find it. There's a picture for that says Bill Clinton on it. There is CDs, man. There is tapes. We're never gonna see that either. It's annoying. Well, this is the tip of this is not even scratching the tip of the iceberg. I'm telling you. This is nothing. This is for us, like for me, people like me to make videos and like, oh my God, this is gross. But like, if we think this is gross, I don't think we can even handle what's really out there. I'll be honest. I'm not just saying this. I have nothing to gain from saying something like that. But I'm just telling you, if 90% is redacted and we can't see any of this, what the hell do you expect they're redacting? And granted, a lot of these are the victims probably. Of course, they don't want their stuff out there, but I'm sure that's a small percentage of it. What was that bill where they said that it can redact someone if it ruins their reputation, if they're in power? Don't quote me on that. I'll find exactly what I'm saying, but it protects people in power, and they can redact that like legally. And I know probably didn't say that right at all, but AI it or search it online or someone smart comment. Whoa, what are we doing here? These are freaky pictures. We're getting into the freaky section, so close your eyes. This isn't fun. Damn, see, like, what are all these, bro? If they're showing that, people with their hands tied behind their back, what else is there, bro? My God, this is freaky. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Massage tables. Oh, yo. Young Epstein. How long has he been doing this for? Hey, yo. Merry happy wedding. Yo, very happy wedding. Sus. Dang, this is a really long page, 100 pages. This is a binder. Like they're really taking photo shoots of these people, bro.
Because if the girl was of age, why you covering her face up?
Oh my god, this is so much. I thought it was only 300 pictures. Oh, that was the last one. Okay. So, oh no, Ghislaine, speedrun. Again, these are overlapping. Ghislaine is currently in prison. What's good with this? Uh-oh. I think it's quite sus my internet went out when I was speedrunning through Ghislaine. Yo, chill with that. Some underwear on, girl. Ain't no one trying to see that. Happy birthday. In prison for the rest of your life. Enjoy. Yeah, we saw this. Whoa, hello. Hello, Ghislaine. Good morning. She really loves feet, huh? Just like a demon. Let me guess, not gonna be able to see anything. Unfortunate. All right, so that's all of the people. Now, if we take out the filter, you can see the house. Now, there's 4,000 pictures, so we can speed around this way. I don't think we're gonna make it through all these. Look at this. Holy shit. Okay. Let's see what we can, if we can find anything. I should have went live so people can type out. Maybe I should start doing live streams. If anyone made it this far in the video, the reason I'm making so many YouTube videos and now I'm focused on long form is I've been demonetized on Instagram, which sucks. Not exactly sure what I did wrong, but I get about 40 to 50 million views on Instagram, and it sounds like I was getting a lot of money, but it really wasn't. But it was most of my income, so it kind of woke me up, and I'm like, you know what? I should be doing long form anyway. So I'm now YouTube first. Not only am I America first, I am now YouTube first. So get ready. If you're new here, subscribe. I talk about news, conspiracies. Speaking of conspiracies, the Masonic floor, news, politics. Poor dog. Man, the things you've probably seen. I don't want to click on that, but it's probably something interesting. But yeah, I'm here to stay here on YouTube. So usually I have more emotion, but it's late and people are sleeping, so we're just chilling, seeing if we can find anything suspicious, which pretty much everything is, knowing the context of what went down here. Oh man. Here's Bill Clinton. Clinton. The Clinton files. Bro's house was so big. Oh my gosh, this is one of the sketchiest things, I think. I don't know why I think this is so sketchy. What is this? What does this mean? It's a decoration of a bride. A creepy bride. Like, that's not cool. Imagine you have to go pee in the middle of the night and that's floating in the air. Is that not straight out of a horror movie? Freaks, dude. What is this picture? Redacted, huh? Why is the picture redacted?
Redacted.
Who's that? Who are you praying to? Oh, interesting. Epstein, is this guy really putting portraits of him and his victims? Uh-oh.
Wow.
Sus. I don't like how that room is pink. I just realized I'm covering this picture. Here you go. A lot of the same pictures here. I mean, the house is just insane, though. Holy. Here's the outside. Let's check out this estate, man. Little St. James Island, U.S. Virgin Islands.
And to see, this was
Oh my God.
Right. Chris was just saying that he hate how they play with our minds for real. But really, you can't blame them because they only doing what we're allowing them to, really. Unless it comes down to pure force, and then, you know, they coming into your house just taking your position. But to be all in all truthful, you know, that's a form of psychological control, mental control, mental game plan, mental stuff like this, you know, where the files are put out, but they not saying enough, and then he got like a whole section of files just missing, just in the pure air anywhere, you know what I mean? And so it's got to make you feel some type of way to know that the person that's in control like that is literally trying to control the narrative as a president, you know? It's just they literally trying to control the negative, you know? And that's what the problem is. Anytime they try to do it, that's how you know it's not true. They forcing this story. They forcing that Charlie Kirk story. They forcing this Epstein situation, which is different. But I'm here to tell you, the files have been released and more are to be seen and come. So let's not act like we don't understand what's going on here. Let's go.
Here's another angle of that. Dude, this is so creepy. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Something about this, man, I feel like there's more than this has a meaning. It's not just decoration. Like says his brain is like, I need this. Yo! No, bro. Oh, man. I don't want to click on it. Oh, no. Oh.
What was that?
Oh. Dude, what? What is it? It has a meaning. It's not just decoration. Like says his brain is like, I need this. Yo!
That's a baby in a sink.
Oh man. I don't want to click on it. Oh no. Oh.
Who baby is that?
Oh.
Who baby is that? No, no.
Dude, what? Oh, that picture. Still thinking about that picture, man. That was bad. I don't know if I'm going to cut that out of the YouTube video or not. Yeah. Oh, here's the chalkboard. We've seen these pictures already, but yeah, he had some notes on there. Those were released a while ago.
Who was that just on your front room picture? In your front room?
Just young people, bro. Freak. Oh, here we go. This is the room. This is the dental room or operating room, and there's a bunch of masks of people. Now, I don't know who they are. They're kind of hard to
Decipher.
like pick out. I don't know if they're real people. I feel like they would be, bro. These people are so. When you're that rich, and if you've experienced the things they've experienced, and you have the sick brain that they do, stuff like that, like this kind of stuff isn't on accident.
Right.
It has a meaning.
They do that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And I have a hard time believing people are getting teeth work done. What was actually being operated on? What kind of operations were we doing? I have a headache. We're halfway through. No, here it is. Oh, they tried hiding it, but we found it. We found it. We found it. Oh, Ayo. Ayo. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh, it's the same room. Lots of repeated pictures. Come on, man. What you doing? I'm scanning. Just rooms. What is that? Whoa. What we doing? What we doing with that? Okay. All this cars in storage.
No, we're not singing no song.
Storage garage.
We download this information. What?
Whoa, what's this? Water supply?
We download the information and we talk about it.
So this place a bunker too? Probably.
Sing a song or something. Nah, what? Goofy mother.
Storage, skip, house layout, storage, construction, backyard. Pretty cool backyard, man. Too bad he turned it into a nightmare, literal nightmare. Oh, this is the temple outside.
Into a nightmare.
Temple. This was always intriguing to me because someone went inside. I don't know if you guys saw the pictures, maybe they'll show it. But there's like stairs going downstairs. Oh, they showed the inside. I've never seen this before. Trapdoor? Trapdoor? Isn't there stairs inside here? I thought. Bed, of course. Artwork. Maybe it was actually a temple construction yard. Do we care for this? I don't think so. Let's scroll back out. What's all that paperwork? Contact platforms aren't names that we actually care about. We're probably all redacted. Okay, I think we're getting into the people now, which we saw. I think we saw, oh, okay, so this is weird. That up there, that's a tranny dancer they hired. I don't want to press those pictures. It's not what I'm into, with all due respect. Yeah, I think we saw most of these. All right, y'all, that's it. There's a lot more that's going to come out. So if you want to, whoa, come on, let me leave. Next time there's a drop, maybe I'll go live and I'll sit down for a couple hours and actually go through these. I don't want to bore people too much, so I kind of sped run through this, but I'm going to be posting like every other day on YouTube, so subscribe. Check out my short form videos for like daily updates and stuff going on in the news. I post like 5 times a day on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok, all that will be in the bio. I'll post this link of the website in the description as well. And yeah, comment down what's the most eerie thing to you that we saw. But
see, we know what's the most weirdest thing that we saw, because at the end of the day, they continue to see it. They continue to show us, so we see it. There's no way to separate the two, fam. You seen it, that's what it is. That's what your eyes are telling you, that's what it is. But it's crazy because now we in a time where they can do it, block it out, put it to the public and say, hey, who's gonna do what? And I think that's the main thing. The question is, who's gonna do what? Who's gonna just take a leap out of faith and get the man locked up, or who's gonna sit there and get into it with the man about stuff that's been done? Can't do it because they act like Epstein ain't even here no more. But I'm here to tell you, I don't believe that at all, long shot. So, these are the things we taking in. First day Epstein files released. Understand what's going on. Understand, hit that like button, double tap that screen, become a member today for free. For understanding that all you need to do is hit that notification bell, and understand Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. we here. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you don't get it no other way, ain't no way to do it. But right here with your boy, Dilla T. As always, fam, there's only one way to pull up. Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. I got a whole nother simpler Saturday put together for the Epstein tomorrow. Don't get it twisted, fam. We coming in really ready to work, ready to read in between the lines, ready to inform, understand, and be aware. If it's walking like a, then it's talking like a, we know it's a duck, fam, and we here for duck activity. As always, fam, I truly appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Each and every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. with your boy, Dilla T. And my fam here at No Filters. It's truly an honor and a blessing to do that with you all weekly. Because at the end of the day, all we got is each other. And without that, we can't move and change the world. So always understand, as always, family, you know when you pull up, man, you get you something to eat. You get you something to drink. You get you something to smoke, if that's what you do. Because as you see the titles, fam, you in here with your boy Dilla T and my fam. And this is No Filters. Good night, family. Y'all be safe. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. God bless.